What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the first video of the year where I am back in the workshop, and we're gonna be working on Donnie yet again because I want to get all of the accessories that I need to mount before I leave, like the final build. I want to get it done, and I want to get it done today because I'm gonna be starting work soon, and time is gonna be of a premium. So as you know, my setup is pretty complex already with the Kaiji and everything, but it was never the intent for this to be the absolute final version of my Scoot. So I still have a lot of cleaning up to do. So first of all, I do have the quad lock phone mount here, but it's just a simple phone mount. So we are gonna be adding a wireless charger to keep my phone charged up while on the Cannonball. Heated grips. As you already know, I already have heated grips, but they have about 40,000 kilometers on them, and they look kind of like this. Yeah, quite gross. So we're gonna put a fresh pair of heated grips. I know you can buy these separately, like just the grip part, but I couldn't find them locally, and it was actually for me cheaper to just buy a completely brand new set and be left with the spare controller for when this one dies, because I'm not gonna be taking this off and putting the new one on. Next on the list, as you know, Innov has graciously sent over free of charge an RC6, their new unit. So I already have a Innov third eye system mounted, and I also have the Mercillion M1000 dash cams, both front and rear cameras. And here is the third eye radar. So here in the back we have the radar up here, the camera down here. We are going to be cleaning up this entire thing, because instead of having this big Mercillion unit on the front, we are actually going to have just a camera on the front. The rear camera also comes with the integrated radar, and also everything is done on this thing. So this is going to be somewhere behind the handlebar fairing. And also these things, I'm going to be taking them off the mirrors because it is a very good position for them, but in case I want to take the mirrors off, it's quite complicated with these wires dangling around here to take them off. Plus, they are glued with double-sided tape. So yeah, I want to mount them somewhere else where they are more easy to take off, or it's easier for me to take off the mirrors in case I need to take off the mirrors. So yeah, we are going to be mounting and taking a look at the Innov RC6 camera and radar system. And also the windscreen. As I said, this windscreen was never to be the final product. It's a tinted windscreen. I don't like that for filming because it messes with the white balance of my camera. Plus, this isn't a windscreen specifically for this scooter. As you can see, I have drilled new mounting holes for it. So yeah, this was just a proof of concept for me to see if I like the medium-sized windscreen. What I will be doing is cutting the original GV windscreen, and yes, I know it is full of dust, but we are gonna clean it. I am gonna be cutting it down to size, kind of like this height. So I am gonna do that with this saw, and also I have a lot of sanding paper here with me, so I can sand it down to make it as smooth as an OEM windscreen. Hopefully I have enough time to sand it properly. And last but not least, I am going to be switching my top case from the Shad SH33, which comes standard with the Symphony ST. It's a nice top case, but it is pretty egg-shaped. And I am going to go to the SH40 Cargo, which is more of a square shape, which I found to be a lot better for road tripping, for touring. And also you have this rack on the top, so I can mount a tent or something like that to it. Quite a lot of things to do to get done. I only have a couple of hours to work. I also want to clean up the wiring here in the front because it is final, but I want to clean it up because I have ordered a lot of electrical parts to do it properly, including terminals and stuff like that. So I'm going to also clean up the front electrical system. I am going to be changing out this plastic plate here, this fairing, because I did drill it for the Mercillion camera, and the Innov camera is gonna go somewhere up here. And yeah, that's about it. I gotta get cracking because I only have, like I've said, a couple of hours to do this job, and I want to get it done because after this, what's basically left is to finish up maintenance on the Scoot, like the head bearings and also tires. What else? I also have to figure out my fuel situation because the 7-liter tank on this thing is too small for the Cannonball, and some kind of tail bag here on the back, and also do something to the variator to get a bit more range out of the transmission. But this is a lot of time-consuming work that I want to do now before work starts in a couple of days, before my holiday is over, basically. So yeah, I'm gonna get cracking and I'll update you along the way, and then we're gonna take it out for a ride and see how everything works together. Well, things are moving along smoothly. I have taken Donnie apart again. I've taken the top case off. I've taken everything off. Not working here necessarily. I just took off all of the accessories on the back. But here I am quite proud of it because instead of the normal mess that was here, there's still a bit of a mess, but it's manageable. But I have added 3 connectors. This one is permanent negative, so ground. This one is permanent positive directly from the battery, and this one is accessory power. So I have normal power and accessory power right here up front on these connectors, and I can just connect whatever I want to mount on him. I just feed the wires through here and just connect here to either permanent power or accessory power, whatever I need. Things are moving along decently quickly. It's currently 12 o'clock. I was hoping to be done by 1 or 2. I don't think that's happening. But now I need to take off all of this to change my heated grips and also wire in the Innov and the quad lock wireless charger. So I'm gonna start taking this thing apart. Well, time for another update. This may look like a big mess, but it's actually going very well. I have the old grips off. I didn't bother trying to get the old grip off the throttle tube. I actually got a new throttle tube because it's basically cost just about nothing. Plus the old throttle tube, I knew from when I mounted these heated grips that I kind of messed it up here and it was kind of catching every now and then. So yeah, it cost up 2-3 euros for a brand new throttle tube, and also I could take it home the day prior and shave all of this material that Sim puts on their throttle tubes, because that's how their grips connect. I need a perfectly smooth surface for the Oxford heated grips, and I'm gonna use super glue. So yeah, the old grip was super glued on the old throttle tube. Yeah, I didn't want to bother trying to pull it off. And now it works smoothly, everything is in place, everything is all set up. They're ready to get their new heated grips. I've also wired in the quad lock wireless charger. We have it somewhere here. Here are the wires. I just need to connect them and route them around here. But, oh yeah, and one more thing in case somebody is asking how I mounted these things on here. Well, as you can see on the bottom, you have double-sided tape plus 2 screws screwed directly into the plastic of the turn signal indicator. So yeah, these things are not going anywhere. Now, coming here to Fred. Hello, old boy. Long time no see. But yeah, let's take a look at the Innov RC6. Let's see what we get in the box before we mount it. Now, like I've said, this was sent to me free of charge from Innov, so I want to test it, try it out, and tell you guys if it's any good. You'll find a link in the description down below to this product. But yeah, this is what you get in the box. You have your mirror mounts, you have this thing. Let me try. I did try to go one-handed here. Come on. Let me put you guys here. And let's see what I can do. So take this out. Oh, it comes out with everything. So what we got in the box? We got mounting hardware. We got some different type of mounting hardware. We also have the power cable. So yeah, it seems it also has plus and minus and accessory power required. Some more mounting. Some stickers. And let's take the box away. Let's try to get at this mess. Interesting packaging. I need to feed all the cables, and all of these cables have to go in my scooter somewhere. I think I can find some place for them, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Come on. Easy with the mirror cables. These things are quite fragile. All right, all right. One more, come on. One more and we're done. I'm just gonna do it the other way around. There we go. So, this is the front camera. In here you have two screws that you can take out and pull this backside out, and there's the memory card inside. Plus you have a button on top to save a recording. It's supposed to be a 2K camera on the front. What else? This is the control unit that everything plugs in, and I'm happy to report this time the blind spot monitoring system that has these flimsy little cables now has a connector. So in case this goes out, you can actually buy just one of these and replace it. On my previous unit, my left-hand side light did stopped working because probably the cable got pinched somewhere. But yeah, now you can buy them separately and you don't have to change the entire unit, just change this little light, and they're probably inexpensive. I'll check the website. And also, this is the rear camera with the radar. So the blind spot monitoring system is still done by radar, not by some kind of image processing, trickery, AI, stuff like that. It's still done by good old-fashioned radar. So yeah, this is the complete unit. This is everything that has to go in Donnie somewhere and done up correctly. I think I can manage to take this mess and put it in that mess and make it work properly. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to it and route all the cables and start putting the front end together, because I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. All I have to do now is bolt things to him and then bolt all the plastics back on. And then we are gonna get to work at cutting the windscreen. I'll see how that goes. I'm really curious. And also mount the top case on the back. So still a bit of work to do, but it's coming along, and yeah, I'm enjoying myself. I always like tinkering on my scoots, and yeah, I'll keep at it and come back to you guys with a new update as soon as I have some more. Well, the job is coming along nicely. Everything is mounted back here. We have the quad lock here. We still have to mount the camera on the bar that's gonna go there, and also the third eye monitoring system for your blind spots. But the front end is clipped together. I need to tidy up the cables just a little bit, but everything is wired up and working properly. One thing I don't like about the Innov, it's clearly made for a motorcycle, because I've had to mount the central unit here, because the cable from the rear camera didn't reach, it reached somewhere around here, and I couldn't mount it up top. So the central hub for the Innov is right over there. It should be well protected. It's also right next to the spark plug coil, so it should be fine over here. It should be decently protected from the weather, but yeah, I would have wished to have it somewhere like mounted around here. But yeah, it is what it is. It is mounted, it is working, and I need to button it up. I'm gonna put the tail back on, and then I'm gonna see what I can do with the windscreen. I want to mount my bar. Where is it? So I have the bar that's currently holding just the Kaiji. I wanted to mount it somehow here on some brackets. I do have a couple of brackets that I can try out. Now, if you're asking, this is just the bar of a cruise sim that I bent to fit. Come on, focus. So I've bent the legs to fit. And yeah, I'm trying to make it work here, but make it work properly, and so that I don't have to take it off anytime soon. But yeah, it's coming along nicely. I have overspent my time budget, but I'm not stopping. I'm finishing this thing today, and we're going to take it out on a ride. Thankfully, family at home is understanding of my stupidity and my passion and my lack of time planning or at least guessing how much things will take. But yeah, I'm trying to do things properly because we are getting ready for the cannonball. And with just a little bit of sunlight left, Donnie is just about done. Everything is wrapped up in terms of electronics, and the top case is on the back. We have the INOV mounted here. Also on the dashboard, we have the quad lock wireless charger, we have the blind spot monitoring system, the Kaiji. The front camera is actually looking through a hole in the windscreen. Yeah, you know I like my holes. And I've actually found a way to mount these blind spot monitors with double-sided Velcro. So I can take them off easily whenever I need to remove the mirrors and stuff like that. I've just put one single zip tie. But now comes the difficult part. The part that I don't know how to do. Cutting the windscreen. So I'm gonna take you guys with me and see if I fail or not. Let's put you on the tripod. Get a good angle. And let's see if I mess this thing up. I got my trusty Ryobi. And I've marked out a line. Now I do have sanding paper with me, so I can sand it down. I just need a rough cut. Hopefully it doesn't crack. I'd applied masking tape to the front and back. Hopefully it doesn't crack. Even if it does crack, it's not a biggie. I'll try to find different ways to cut it. This is my old windshield. If it cracks, I'll get a new one because GV sells them individually. I don't have to get the mounting hardware. But let's see what happens. YOLO! Whoa. Okay. All right, so let's try to put this. Twist this mirror to the inside. It's cracked heavily. Can we set the saw now on the windshield? Yes, we can. Let's see. Well, that was interesting. So the windshield is now cut. Let's see what I did. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get a new windshield and try my hand at cutting it again. But let's see what's the damage like. One crack here. Another crack, big crack at the end because it had no support. Okay. Oh, a couple of more cracks in the middle. So, as a proof of concept, works. Barely. Alright, so I'm gonna start sanding it down and see how good I can get it. It's probably not gonna be the final windshield. I'm probably gonna get a new one and cut it properly, but at least now I know. It needs to be properly supported on both sides for the blade to cut properly and not crack it. But I'm also going to try to exercise a bit of sanding to get it in a more reasonable state. It's a good practice run. Luckily, I still have a couple of months to go to get the technique down. Or I might actually buy a medium-sized windshield. But yeah, I had this one, so why not try to use it? Anyway, I'm going to get to sanding and see how good I can get it. Well, the sun has officially set. That's it for me for tonight. There are still cracks. I did get him sanded down a little bit, but I am gonna take him to the wash bay right next door and clean all of the residue off. So yeah, big failure on the windscreen. Took a lot of wins lately with Donnie, but I guess it was time for a fail. Took the F. Let's head off. I have to say that I'm quite happy with the size of the windscreen. Too bad it cracked. It would have been like my perfect windscreen. But I am gonna search around for another windscreen. Of course, things are rattling because I need to see exactly what's rattling. But I'm not gonna do that now. I've been working for the past 7 to 8 hours on getting him all sorted, and yeah, I still have to wash him and still have to head home. I haven't eaten anything today, so yeah, that's a bit of a bummer. And also I need to set up my mirrors because they're trash. Come on. Let's get them all sorted. Okay. Okay, that's good enough. Let's get them in the wash bay. Here you can probably see it a little bit better. How it cracked here and here because it wasn't supported. It also cracked here where I insisted to get back on the line. So yeah, I might not have the proper skills to cut a plexiglass windscreen with the particular saw that I have. Bummer. But yeah, I'm gonna get them cleaned up and then we'll head home. Such a satisfying endeavor washing your Scoot. Now with a brand new top case. Hopefully I don't get soap on my camera, but yeah, it is what it is. Mainly I'm doing this just to get the plastic residue off the scooter because there's a lot of it and I didn't feel like cleaning it bit by bit. So yeah, I'm just gonna wash them quickly. In case people were wondering how I wash my Scoots and my motorcycles, this is how, at a regular jet wash. Quick and simple, nothing too special, nothing too spectacular. Gotta be wary of that windscreen before I put the high pressure water on it. But yeah, it looks interesting with a short stubby windscreen. Why doesn't GV make something like this? Come on. They definitely should have made a short windscreen. The fact why I'm still trying to go with the GV is because it has this flaps over the hands and they're good in the winter time for getting cold off your hands, and in the summertime if you get caught out in the rain, your gloves stay nice and dry if you are moving. And that's why I kind of want a GV windscreen, but in a shorter version, because I have a full face helmet, and especially in the Cannonball, we are going to be riding in the summer. It is going to be tremendously hot. And yeah, I needs ventilation. Me needs my ventilation, boys. Me needs my ventilation. Let's get a bit of a rub on the rims to get all the road grime out. Ah, satisfying. Quite satisfying. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Yesterday I did the oil change on this thing, and also did a bit of a service. So it has new brake pads, front and rear. He has, what else? A new air filter. Oh yeah, and I switched the transmission oil from 85W140 to Motul's 80W90, the same one I used in the Zontes. And yeah, especially in the cold months, I like it a lot better. It just feels, the scooter just feels a little bit more smoother, especially when the transmission is cold. Before that, it felt like a brake was stuck on. Until the oil in the transmission got all warmed up, it felt like it had a brake stuck on. Come on, get in. Now, this is where we see the shine of Donnie.
There we go. Nice and easy. Let's give it just a quick sprinkle on the front. I don't want to crack that windshield anymore. Even if I do decide to go for just a normal windshield, find somebody, I don't know, Fabri I think makes one that's medium sized for this scoot. Even if I do decide to just buy a medium sized windscreen and no longer modify one from GV, it's still gonna take 2 or 3 weeks to get it in. So yeah, this cracked windshield, this is staying on for the next 2 or 3 weeks. I don't care what I do. So we are gonna be careful. Let's get the soap off. We are gonna be careful with it. I don't want it to crack anymore. How am I supposed to get in there? All right. Good enough. Let's get all the soap residue off and let's hit the road because I'm hungry and I want to get home. I'm tired. It has been a very productive day. A lot has been achieved. The entire electrical system is in one piece and I no longer need to mess with it. I have my top case on. That top case is the one that's going to be going with me on the Cannonball, the Shod SH40 Cargo. And that was it for water. So a lot has been done today. Oh, crud. Okay. I forgot about my cup holder holds soap, but I'm gonna clean that off with a rag. There's still a little bit of work to be done to this thing, but for now, for the month of January, that's kind of it. I'm gonna start riding him. I do have my oil change done, so now I can put about a bit over 1,000 kilometers before my next oil change at 50,000. Come on, where's my rag? There it is. Now this is not gonna be a how to clean your scooter video because I'm just doing a quick and dirty wipe down so I can get on the move and make my way home. So yeah, for now it's kind of settled. If I do decide to get a different windshield, I'm gonna have to see if I can still mount all of my navigations like I currently have, plus the mount for the heated grips controller is right here. That's why I didn't want to go for changing the entire mounting system, because it's all set up for this. Then again, I can also go with a big windshield, and that's gonna be very, very hot, especially we're gonna be riding through Texas late June, early July. And also I do plan a visit down to Florida once again in early June. So yeah, it's not gonna be fun in terms of temperatures. And I kind of don't want a big windshield on. I want a small little windshield that can give me ventilation. But yeah, I'll see what can be done. Also, another neat thing, the fact that I can charge my phone while I ride wirelessly. I don't know how the cameras on this Innov are set up because I didn't have time to look and see if they're pointing in the right direction. It's nighttime now. Let's see if I can get them. I'll try to download the videos, but let's see if I can get them synced. Alright, that should do it. I'll try to download the files and see if I can add them to this video. Also, another thing that I'm curious is how this thing looks on camera, because as I'm filming this is the first time getting this thing on camera, so I have no idea how it looks. If it looks good, if it's any good. I really hope the Kaiji isn't too high mounted. I used to have it a little bit lower. I did mount it lower when I first mounted because I saw in my GoPro that it didn't look good. But in this thing, I don't know, the DJI has a bit of wider view. I'm still tinkering, guys, okay? I'm still tinkering. mirrors. I think I still need to adjust my mirrors quite a bit. Oh yeah, this one isn't tightened. Yeah, great, Alex. You didn't tighten your mirror. Beautiful. We'll do that at some point. Well, the blind spot monitoring system is working. I'm not gonna stop. The blind spot monitoring system is now working, so it is functional. The camera system should be working. I did try it out in the warehouse, but I'll try to overlay some pictures of from the cameras. Granted, it is nighttime. There was an officer back there. Good thing he didn't see me not stopping at the zebra crossing, but yeah, the person wasn't on the crossing itself, so I think I'm good. Good thing now with my untightened right mirror, at least I can rest assured that I have the blind spot monitoring system monitoring my right hand side, even if I'm an idiot and forgot to tighten my mirror. I'll tighten that when I get home. But yeah, a lot of work has been done. Still a lot of work to do to Donnie, but kind of the things I didn't like doing, like the electrical thing and stuff like that. I'm kind of bored messing around with his electrical system, but now it's all nicely put together. It's as how I envisioned it from the first time, and yeah, I'm not gonna mess around with the electrical system anymore. At least I got that out of the way. I got my top case on the back, my wireless charger and everything, so a lot of things have been done. I still need to talk to Quasi to set up the dates. Hopefully, I don't know, these few days we can find a moment where we can discuss a few things. But for now, Donnie is ready for a little bit of road tripping around the city or around the countryside. Hopefully I can get some decent weather going. Maybe a day with a little bit of warmer weather, so I can get so I can have an enjoyable ride. I still have a couple of days of holiday left, and if I have a good day of riding with some good weather, then I'll definitely take him out. And of course, we're gonna film that. But for now, I'm gonna head on home. Hope this was a lesson for you guys. If you plan on doing some DIY stuff, it might end up costing you a little bit more than actually buying ready-made solutions. Granted, I already did have my big windshield, so it wasn't that big of an issue because I was already had it, didn't pay anything for it. Come on. This mirror is really bugging me. Didn't pay anything for it, so yeah, I decided to give it a try. It didn't work. It happens. And you have to expect that when you tinker with your bike, when you do stuff your own way, you have to expect that at some point stuff isn't going to work how you envision it. I saw on YouTube a guy cutting a windscreen on a Harley with a saw like mine, and he didn't have any cracks. He sanded it down and it was all beautiful. And yeah, it ain't like in the movies, guys. Sometimes it's not like in the movies. I tried, I was tired, or maybe I got a little bit impatient with it. Maybe I should have had the mirrors off. A lot of things, a lot of maybes, and a lot of lessons learned. And yeah, I am gonna get a medium-sized windshield one way or the other on this thing. But for now, that has been it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next one, where maybe I take him back on the open road if we get some good weather. Hopefully before I start work. A lot of hoping. There's a lot of hoping in this video. We've done a lot of work, and we're still hoping for a lot of things. So yeah, optimism, my friends, optimism. But yeah, that has been it for this video. Take care out there, everyone. Thank you for liking, for subscribing to the channel, for enjoying the videos, for sharing them with your friends and my members. Thank you for donating to the cause, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until next time, take care out there, everyone, and ride safe. Bye.